What's good? Shout out to the hottest chat in the MF and game. A-Side official, no negotiation needed, period. I'm just leaving the gym, y'all. So before I settle down, I want to get on here and talk about what I mentioned previously. Sometimes people don't find your words profound unless you're on a certain platform of hierarchy. You know, I consider myself to be on a platform of hierarchy within my own standards. I told you all about Ryan Garcia, right? Way back when way back when he made the bet with Errol Spence Jr., the $20,000 bet. I told you that he was attempting to join the culture. Why? Because that was another part of the fan base that he haven't tapped into. His fan base includes high-end, you know what I'm saying, rich, affluent individuals on the other side that really probably don't fuck with boxing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mike. I see you in the building. To those individuals that really don't mess with boxing like that. You know what I'm saying? I told you all when he was headed into, what was the fight? When Ryan Garcia was headed into the Javier Fortuna. It was the Javier Fortuna fight, y'all. That was another indication that Ryan Garcia was trying to be a part of the culture. He was looking for that ticket, that entry ticket. And whoever, you know, his brother's always been kind of already displaying that he was different than his brother Ryan. But Ryan being the moneymaker in the family, they probably told him to pursue this type of image. You know what I'm saying? To get a hold of those other sponsorships, you know, play the good boy role till you get it. And then once you're in there and people know who you are, then you can switch up. And that's exactly what Ryan did. When I told you all about Javier Fortuna, when he came in there and he didn't have on the freaking shirt and tie no more, he switched up. Now he was fully committed after that Errol Spence bet to be somebody different. And what I mean by the Errol Spence bet, he bet 20 grand that Rolly Romero would beat Gervonta Davis. That was his way of flexing on people and showing people, hey, me and Rolly used to have beef. I want to fight Tank. So I'm betting against, you know, somebody who Tank is real good friends with, because, you know, Errol Spence took the bet, right? Because him and Tank was cool, even though they acting like they're not cool right now because, you know, he's supposed to go for his fighter. But I told you all about once Ryan made that bet and how he was acting after the fight. Ryan was acting, you know, trying to be thuggish, attempting to be thuggish. It was some content creator on there, and he was like, hey man, you better talk, you know, you better stop talking shit about me before I take off on you and all that. He was using all that slang. Go back in my archives. I talked about it. I say Ryan was in the process of transitioning from the good boy image to the bad boy role. But he had to keep on and keep on and keep on attaching himself to situations that people can say, oh man, he's pretty cool. He pretty cool after all. Because, you know, one of the videos I have, the only fight I have on a video that I made myself, I took the time when Ryan was capping, was him. And I played when he was on Mike Tyson Hotboxing, because he was in a tuxedo shirt, a bow tie. You know what I'm saying? That was the bar mitzvah Ryan Garcia. That was the guy who was playing the role to get the people to gravitate to him, to be the pretty boy image, do no wrong image, right? The do no wrong image. So with the Javier Fortuna fight, he lost the bet, of course. The Javier Fortuna fight, he came in there with a sweater on, you know, crew neck, and then he he started talking a certain way, and then I guess him and Harvey Fortuna exchange snapbacks and so forth. That was the beginning of the phase. That was the beginning of the phase, right? So then, as he got to the Tank fight, it was one of those deals where he still tried to dress it up a little bit, super casual, to connect to the fans. You can tell that Ryan began to switch up his speech a little bit with his lingo. He started to switch up his language. It was one of those deals where, he was trying to cater to the black community, so to speak. I wouldn't say it was slang, but he was using a lot of slang type, cliche terms. You know what I'm saying? He was trying to get people to relate to him in a cool way. Not the bar mitzvah pretty boy Ryan. I wouldn't say he was pretty boy back then. The bar mitzvah. The dude that looked like he going to the prom. So when the Tank fight came and he started talking, he was trying. He even walked up in the club. He did the video when Tank, he thought Tank was going to snatch his freaking, his drip and run off with it. He felt some type of way. He was like, act like he was all distraught. So he went in there with the Tank fight. He did give him that pressure early, I ain't gonna lie. Supposedly his brother came in there to watch Gervonta get his hands wrapped, and said, you're gonna feel it right away, which was that was cool. His brother always been on the other side though. You know what I'm saying? Out of sight, out of mind, but his swagger always been different than Ryan's. So he went in there and fought Tank aggressively early. He was stopped, of course, and then him and Tank connected to a point where Tank was like, he respected the fact that Ryan fought him because they made some good money. Tank is all about making that money. So it was all good. Like, Tank stopped him, but yet there was a mutual kind of respect there. Real talk. There was a mutual kind of respect there. That was another piece to the transformation of Ryan Garcia. And then, he started getting active on Twitter. As you all know, when he fought Tank, he wasn't all on his freaking mental facade. You know what I'm saying? His pretentious type excursion that he went on trying to convince people that he was losing it. He wasn't on that. He didn't get on that until after the Oscar Duarte fight. And when he went in there for Devin Haney, he just totally switched up, because by then he had already shown the people that he's not dressing the same no more. He's not talking the same. And he's willing to say controversial shit to get people to tune in to him. And also, hey, Ryan know a lot of people, like I said, in high places. So like I told people, he got permission to come out here and say what he had to say. You know what I'm saying? He got permission. He did what he had to do. People approved for him to start talking about Bohemian Grove and all this other stuff. They approved it. Because anybody else that's on my status would have said some stuff like that about kids and what they say they seen and all this shit, they would have been arrested. You feel me? They would have been arrested, bro. Point blank, period. So now, he goes through the whole debacle with Devin Haney. And, he put out all this information that he wasn't arrested. He wasn't arrested now. He said he's seen all this. It's all true. He wasn't arrested though, y'all. Stay with me now. So he goes in there and he finally has his moment, but he does it in such a dirty, grimy way because he felt like he could get away with it. He didn't have no concerns about his ego. He didn't care about that. He didn't care how people thought about him because he felt comfortable enough that it was enough people that didn't like Devin that they was going to gravitate to him anyway. I'm just saying, Ryan Garcia's ego is you know, bigger than most, right? He felt like he had the protection. That P word. Ryan Garcia felt like he had the protection. That protection was everything that he did. He understood there was going to be no repercussion. And if there were repercussions, it would be so minuscule that he didn't have to think too heavily about it. It wasn't no type of anxiety that Ryan was going to go through that bothered him. Like I say, he was unbothered the whole time he was doing this shit now. So he goes in there and he gets the win with Devin Haney, pop dirty, all this other shit still. They said it was going to be a press conference coming up and all this. And still, no one knows if Ryan Garcia is suspended. The only thing we know is you have people out here talking about he should be banned from boxing. He should be banned for 2 years. He should be banned. Okay. You got to understand the difference between the spelling. Suspension is different than ban. You know, I mean, we're not talking about the quantification of the phonetic letters that consist of spelling the actual word. We're talking about the meaning. Both of them mean to be separated from. They're always an influence when it comes to suspension. When you talk about who delegated or who enforced it. You know what I'm saying? Both of those format goes for suspension or ban. But ban mean a termination. Okay? Ban can mean a termination, and ban can be somewhat similar to a synonym to suspension. Some people call it suspension or ban. You feel me? Some people call it suspension or ban. But in this case, there has been other fighters who test positive and they wasn't suspended. The only fighters that I know that was banned, like actual banned from athletic sports. We're talking about athletic sports, doping, track and field or something like that. Baseball, basketball, betting on the sport. All right. Betting on games. You know, they just had a basketball player, NBA player. He's not the first to be banned. Pete Rose, he was betting allegedly on himself, banned. But to say that Ryan Garcia off Osterine, which a lot of people didn't know shit about, and then they only tied in to Lucian Bute and Adu Bajak fight. Bajak fight. Come on, man. You're going to say all of a sudden they're going to make example out of Ryan for popping dirty from Osterine, which he submitted samples, right? Ryan Garcia submitted samples that turned up contaminated. He submitted samples that turned up contaminated. Now it's up to the recipient to pretty much determine those unsealed samples to be inadmissible, to be rejected. It's up to them to say we're rejecting these samples. Why? Because they are already breached. They are not sealed. They wasn't straight from the lot number. They wasn't new. You know what I'm saying? It's up to the people who's doing the testing, VADA, you know, and so forth. It's up to them to hold Ryan Garcia accountable. But from my understanding, when Mauricio Suleiman came out, it didn't seem like that was going to be the case. It did not seem like that was going to be a step that they took as far as when it comes to the protocol to hold Ryan Garcia accountable for testing dirty. Have you ever seen anything like this? Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney are releasing tweets to saying they haven't been paid yet. But no one is talking about the Osterine as much except Bill Haney. Am I right or wrong? No one is really talking about the Osterine except Bill Haney. He's saying, you know, they should clean up the sport. They should be this, that, and the other. You feel me? Like that's not enough. If the father trainer is the primary advocate for boxing to clean up the sport for banned substance, right? That's not going to be enough unless he's able to gather other people in high-ranking positions, or other people who choose to advocate because they believe it's going to be a result that changes the sport. And I'm not sure how you're going to change boxing when there's no single entity for that change to begin. Who are you going to submit paperwork to? Who are you going to submit paperwork to? Who will you submit your grievance to? That's all I'm saying. Who are you submitting your grievances to? That's a big deal. Who are you submitting your grievances to? You feel me? You got to ask yourself, who are you submitting your grievances to for this change to happen? Who's going to collectively be able to bring that grievance and have it register across the board? Okay? Who's going to be able to help you register that grievance across the board? Now, getting back to Ryan Garcia, him and Devin Haney is talking about not getting paid their back end yet. No one's talking about freaking Osterine. Okay? Moving forward, with that dying down quicker than a candle in rain, now we're talking about Ryan Garcia being arrested for felony, what was the term they used? Not obstruction, but he damaged property, and it's considered a felony, right? A felony, right? But this is supposedly Ryan's first time really being a part of something like this. So what do you think going to happen? But hold up, before I get to that, what do you think that I said previously? I said Ryan Garcia is trying him damnedest to be a bad boy. And with that bad boy, the only thing that he's missing is a mugshot. Ryan Garcia was dreaming and dreaming and dreaming, y'all, of a motherfucking mugshot. Everybody else has mugshots. Everybody else has a record. This dude is in his 20s. He already told you all, I'm 25, $100 million. It's so tough. So Ryan Garcia said, I need more. I need to start being a bad boy. I need to start becoming more acclimated to the system. I need a police report. I need for them to know that I'm about that life. So Ryan Garcia finally gets arrested for freaking tearing up a hotel room for whatever reason that is. And see, the one thing that I hope he doesn't do is come back and say, well, it was because of my mental health. I just had a breakdown. You know, what's going on with my mom? It just hit me all at once and I just lost it. I just start wrecking shit. You know how Ryan trying to pick up, I start wrecking shit. You know what I'm saying? Anybody ever felt like they wanted to wreck some shit? Yeah, I felt like I wanted to wreck some shit. That's where Ryan's gonna come back. Yeah, I had a breakdown. Yeah, I told you all I was joking about mental health, but really, I do have mental, you know, he's gonna try to come back with that shit. But he fucked up a hotel room, which he's not gonna give a damn because he has the money to pay for the damages, right? And you know, he's being arrested with a piece of clothing over his face. Ryan, O'Ryan. Hey, this might turn into a rescue mission. Give it a couple of years, y'all. It's gonna goddamn turn into a rescue mission, saving Prime Ryan. You know, saving Ryan Garcia. Real talk. Because Ryan was not gonna be satisfied until he was arrested. Ryan wants to let people know that he's able to go in jail and he has the money to hire protection, right? He don't have to worry about people putting money on his commissary. He doesn't even have to worry about this actually sticking as a felony charge. I'm pretty sure he has legal representation that they're going to go to court and they're going to get him off or get it reduced. It's his first time. Plus, it's a lot of burden on him, y'all. Y'all got to understand, it's a lot of burden for Ryan to be 25 and $100 million in his account. That's a lot. That's a lot, y'all. Ryan Garcia gets arrested for tearing up a freaking hotel room. Boy, he's been trying and finally got his wishes. Now he gets his mug shot out there. He's able to let people know, because Ryan's been making his global tour. He's been meeting people and, you know, chopping it up with dudes. They probably been saying, man, yeah, you do a lot of shit, bro. But you're afraid to get those silver bracelets on you. Yeah, you do everything that rich people do, but you ain't really to cross the line there, Ryan. You ain't willing to cross the line, man. Man, I ain't seen you tear up no hotel room, bro. Bro, I dare you, man. You ain't tore up no hotel room. You got the money to pay for it. I ain't seen you do some wreck shit yet. You know, I ain't seen you wreck anything. I ain't seen you lose control. You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen you do none of that. And sure enough, Ryan said, fuck it. I don't have a fight coming up. This is the perfect time for me to get airplay. And it's not anything that people would consider to be offensive to the higher ups, to be offensive in a criminal nature, that people said, no, I don't want to attach my brand to you. No, it was something light. I want to take it out on the hotel furniture, because we all know they fuck with us all the time. We walk into the room and the hotel furniture sitting there talking shit when you walk in there. What's up, Nick? What's up? You pay for this shit? Was it with your own money? Huh? Why are you here, man? We were doing just fine in here chilling, man, with AC before you even came in here, man. I mean, what did the furniture say to Ryan Garcia? Man, at least you could have left a tip on this motherfucking dog. We done seen you. It's been people coming here, they was watching your goddamn video. We heard the presser when you say, oh man, it's so tough being 25 or $100 million in the bank. Nigga, drop some of that 100 million on the damn end table, man, to my boy. You know what I'm saying? Drop that out so we can get paid, man. Ryan Garcia took it out on the hotel furniture, y'all. Because we know that gang right there, hotel furniture, them some vicious motherfuckers, dog. For real. That hotel furniture is vicious. The way them niggas roll, don't fuck with hotel furniture. That shit will cause you to lose your mother effing mind. Especially when you lose your wallet and you found out that you left it in the drawer in the hotel, and the housekeeper came in there, found it, took the money, and then turned your wallet in downstairs. Yeah. People blame it on the furniture, because the furniture didn't let them know before they left with all their belongings that, hey, your wallet in here, shouted. Hey, shouted, your wallet. Hey, they didn't hear me, man. They didn't hear me. Oh, well. Ryan took it out on the hotel furniture. Hotel, motel. Ryan got arrested for beating up the furniture, y'all. Felony. You know what probably made it a felony? Because Ryan stayed in the high-end hotel, and the cost of the damage put him in a place of, you know what I'm saying, a felony charge, which to Ryan, he don't care anything about that. Come on, let's be serious. He got the money. He don't care anything about no freaking damage to the hotel room, y'all. But he did it to get accepted in the culture. Now he has a record. Now, this is first time. Could this possibly be dropped? Yes, indeed, it could potentially be dropped. You know what I'm saying? Because he has the money. He has the money to get that legal representation. Them premium attorneys. He has the money for that. But all I'm saying, Ryan, I hope you're happy. I hope this makes you happy, because I said all you are missing is an arrest. And goddamn it, sure enough, during your exposure, the Oscarine start to die down, Ryan. And now he gets arrested to put the spotlight right back on him. He's just following protocol of a lot of fighters. If you want the damn spotlight on you, do something for it to shine on you. You know what I'm saying? Do something for it to shine on you. Real talk. Dude. Now they got a code for you to get in the motherfucker? But y'all hear me, dog. Shout out to everyone in the chat, man. I'm driving, so MKB on deck, man. I see you. What's good with it, bro? Big Blunts and Boxing on deck. What's good? Yeah, man. I just want to get on here and y'all remember I'm telling you, I told you that Ryan Garcia, all he's looking for is a freaking arrest, so he can further be accepted with the paperwork and all that. You know what I'm saying? He can be accepted with the paperwork, so he can brag amongst his rich friends, and so they can ask him, Ryan, welcome back. Come here, buddy. Let me give you a hug. Sit down, man. Hey, somebody get Ryan his wine. Get him his wine. We just have to chop it up a little bit, buddy. Tell us about that hotel, man. I heard it all over the news there, Ryan. Oh, hilarious. I was talking to Bob, and I said, Bob, look at this. Our buddy Ron is just freaking flipped out on the hotel furniture, man. I told him it'll come a day that he fuck up a furniture. He fuck up a hotel room, and guess what? He did it. He did it, Bob. Bob, he did it. I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying, man. He's happy now. He's happy. Seriously, he's happy. Real talk, he's happy. Ryan Garcia is happy, y'all. I want to give a big shout out to Jahi Tucker for showing out yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Just a savage. Shout out to you, Jahi Tucker. Being 11-1-1, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to you for getting it done in dominating fashion. I mean, look, bro, learn how to drive. When the ATL not know how to drive? Well, all these New Yorkers down here, man. That's why all insurance are high, bro. They ain't used to driving, man. They used to walking everywhere. They get down here and they speed through there, and little small lots. But anyway, shout out to Jahi Tucker, man. That was one of those fights where I was on the phone and I was trying to see, hey, I don't think the commission is willing to stop this anytime soon. Me being military, I was trying to call up some of my special forces buddies. And I said, hey man, should we rappel down into the Hulu theater and stop this? Because this is becoming unbearable to watch with him, basically bludgeoning this dude with goddamn 16 and a half uppercuts. I thought I was looking at one of those little punch games in Dave and Buster's where the head sort of, the little muffet pops up and you hit it with a freaking hammer. That's what I thought. All I saw is his head popping up. I said, hell no, this got to be stopped. You know what I'm saying? They let that man get beat up for 8 rounds, bro. And all I saw his head, you know what I'm saying? It's almost like his head was doing the whop. Something. I forgot what that dance, all I saw is his head popping like that. Shout out to Quincy, man. You tough, man. You tough. But I can only imagine how your face feel today, Shouty. For real. That nigga probably woke up in a tub of ice. For real. Equilibrium all fucked up. I don't think I ever seen nobody besides Roy Jones, hit a fighter with that many goddamn hooks and uppercuts in recession. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I started to call up my special forces buddies and be like, hey, maybe we should go out on an impromptu mission, man, and save this cat. Maybe we should extract Quincy. You know, we should treat Quincy like he's a POW, because it felt like he was freaking a prisoner of war, and he wanted to walk through the ropes, but he just couldn't do it. Because every time he thought about aborting mission, Jahi was goddamn tagging him with the end of his glove. You know, that glove was like a magnet. I said, God damn. I guess boxing in the Hulu mean you're going to get beat until you're black and blue. Oh, I saw bing, 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 hook, hook, hook. And then, hey, Jahi, I got a question for you, for real. If you was having success with the uppercut, right? Mad success. Why did you have to put the hand behind the back like you was speed skating in that bitch and just start goddamn playing goddamn, you know, single player table tennis? Why did you start playing single player table tennis? Putting your hand behind your back and just pop, 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 like there's a ping pong championship in that bitch. Why, dog? Damn. You know what? I have to blame music for that. Because I think he the one that was telling commands from the corner. And he said, one hand, one hand, one hand. One hand. And then he switched over to ping pong mode. I think that might have been it. It was an entertaining, once again, an entertaining fight. In my opinion, it was the most entertaining fight of the night. I'm just going to tell you, it was 8 rounds. It was the most entertaining fight of the night. Why I say that? Because, you know, he was up there showing why he's an electric boogie. He's dancing. He's doing things that most fighters can't do. Just dancing, hitting dudes. The only thing that I didn't see him do is just close his eyes and take the free throw with his eyes closed like MJ. If he would have put his hand behind his back and closed his eyes and still start lining old boy up, that's when me and my buddies would have extracted Quincy out of there for real. I would extract him out of there, real talk. I would have had to get him up out of there. I would say, hey, Shaw News, hey, I got to do it, bro. I got to do it. Not only did he put his hands behind his back, but he goddamn closed his eyes too. And the old boy head is still goddamn bouncing off the freaking top rope. I got to shut it down. I have to. I'm just letting you know ahead of time, we're going to give y'all 6 flashbang grenades, okay? They're harmless now, but you're going to see 6 flashbang grenades, and we're going to extract Quincy up out of there and take him to a safe location. That would have happened. I'm not tripping. That would have happened. You feel me? Shout out to everyone that pulled up and support the channel. Real talk. I appreciate y'all. Continue to support. And for those of you that feel some type of way about WCS, I want to ask why. But then I'm not going to ask why, because, you know, it's really no real reason, man. You know, I stay in my lane. I do what I got to do. But I want to give a big shout out to the supporters, man. I want to recognize the supporters. We give the haters too much shine. That's why they continue to hate. Shout out to the supporters. Shout out to one who attend and interact and always showing up to participate. You know what I'm saying? And always congratulating. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Real talk. We're going to get in the groove. We're definitely going to get back in the groove consistently. Just give me a little bit more time. But, yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that, man. Shout out to Shushu Carrington. You know, he ended up getting a late stoppage. Shout out to him. There's too many women up here today. I'm about to go. I'm about to go in and add another contact to my phone registry. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to do that. But hey, y'all hold it down, man. I appreciate y'all pulling up as always, man. You know, shout out to Carlos in the building. OG Mr. Golden on deck. Mr. Gumbo, aka Hot Grease on deck. Salute to you, brother. I'll see you in the building. Yeah, I am focused. That's why I'm saying I'm going in here and doing it. That is focusing. Shit. It's summertime. All them people out here. All these women out this month. I am focused, dog. That's the type of focus that I need in my life. You know, a lot of it's nutrition. You know how they say that you need that vitamin D in your skin and shit like that? It helps, you know, especially the melanin, you know, it helps give your skin that, you know what I'm saying? Well, internally, you know what I'm saying, you need that nutrition too. Because there's so many women down here in the A for real. But y'all hold it down, man. Continue to do what you do, man. I appreciate you. I'm out. Peace.